Hey, what's good, family? Thanks for checking back in. There's been something on my mind that I want to talk to you guys about. I want to get real for a second. Um, I want to talk about this idea, not from a pedestal or a stage or some TED talk or with the some kind of exclamation that I'm some sort of guru, but just from the perspective of somebody who's been there. You've got this dream, right? This idea, this burning desire inside of you, this project or this YouTube channel that's been marinating in the back of your brain for a while. And you've been ruminating on it and you've been telling yourself, I really need to do that. But you haven't started. So why? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's the voice that says, oh, there's already too many people doing this. You're too late. Or maybe it's like a lot of us, it's because social media feeds us this constant stream of people who are constantly crushing it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, giving us an unrealistic view of what it actually means to live the life you want and to succeed. But at the end of the day, what that can make you feel is behind. And I'm here to tell you outright that none of it is real. But you know what is real? You and your story. So that seems like a pretty good jumping off point. Fear is loud, but it's not the truth. Listen, fear shows up dressed like wisdom. I'm going to say that again for those of you that might have missed it. Fear shows up dressed like wisdom. I just need to plan more. Maybe when timing's better, maybe when I have better gear, or I take that course. And that's fear. Nah. And it's tricky because it convinces you that waiting is progress, when in reality, the only way to get better at doing the thing is to start doing the thing. The fear doesn't ever go away, but that voice can be quieted more and more the further forward that you move. Social media is a filter, not a mirror. Listen, we scroll through IG, TikTok, YouTube all day, and what do we see? People winning. They've got the aesthetic, they've got the numbers, they've got the panache, they've got the infinite hustle, they've got the I woke up at 4:30 this morning to film this video before I go to work, $1 million mindset grind down pat, right? And I'm here to tell you, the things that you don't see is what's real. The breakdowns, the anxiety, the nervousness, the how am I going to pay this next set of bills, the deleted and revised drafts, the things that make you want to throw your hands up at night and go, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, right? And social media, with that in mind, social media is curated, edited, and filtered to be what it thinks we want to hear. When in reality, real life is messy, awkward, and human. It's the antithesis of those things. And that is actually where your voice lives and where the authenticity and who you are resides. And that's what you need to tap into. Look, the reality is this. If you're waiting to be legit enough to show up, you're probably going to be waiting forever. Which brings me to my next point. Hustle culture is not the blueprint. Look, I get it. I'm a Capricorn, right? I'm a hustler by nature, right? I'm a go-getter by nature. But it's also caused me a lot of stress and strife throughout the course of my life. I used to wear it like a badge of honor, staying up all hours of the night, thinking that I have to constantly be on the go, that I can't ever turn my mind off just to enjoy life and take in everything that is happening to me and actually living in the now. I'm always worried about tomorrow because I deal with the same worries and anxieties that everybody else is subject to, right? We're all susceptible to a lot of the same things. And the anxiety that comes along with feeling the need to always have to be doing or winning or crushing it is a very real anxiety, right? And it drives a lot of anxiety and fear, in which is sort of a cyclical thing. It's a vicious cycle because the more you're driven by that, the more you're afraid to actually move forward. And that kind of lifestyle is not sustainable. You're allowed to move with intention instead of urgency. You're allowed to start small, to protect your peace, to build something that reflects who you are and not something that the algorithm is driving you to do. Starting doesn't mean burning out. It means moving with intention. Which brings me to point number 4. Progress is greater than perfection. Most people don't start because they want things to be perfect. The perfect day, the perfect camera, the perfect studio setup, the perfect script, the perfect scenario, the perfect time of year. When in reality, the people you admire didn't get there because everything was perfect. They got there because they started and they were showing up every day consistently. That's how they got it done. Look, your first video will probably be awkward. That first song that you cut is probably going to be pretty rough. The first logo that you design is probably not going to be what you imagined. Yeah, I don't know, mine wasn't. And the first beat that I did was not perfect either. And there's never going to be the perfect scenario. But that's okay. You can let it be. You can let that lie. Because once it's out there, then it's real. You've cracked the seal on it. And now you're moving. Now you're progressing. Now you're growing. And that's what's most important. Which brings me to point number 5. The secret sauce is you. Let me say this plainly. There is nobody in this world that has your perspective, that has your insights, your humor, your charm, your depth, the way you grew up, your background, the essence of who you are, right? You are unique in that way. And what makes something special isn't the idea, it's the unique person that's executing it. It's you. It's you executing the idea. That's what makes it special. So it doesn't matter if 100 other people have done it. The fact is that you're doing it. And if you feel good doing it and you feel good about what you're doing, then the catharsis in that should be enough to sustain you. That's called fulfillment. And when you are okay with that being what you're after ultimately, which it should be, then your contentment grows in that, and everything else that comes from it is a byproduct of you having the bravery to start and the passion to continue to do it, no matter what. And, you know, whether you're starting that YouTube channel, a new brand, a community, a movement, or just a journey back to your own creative essence, the secret is you, and nobody else can bring what you bring every day. So stop waiting to be picked. You already are. I want to say that if you've been waiting for a sign to start, consider this it. Not from the algorithm, not from some guru, but from someone who gets it. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. Even if it's messy, even if it's small, even if it's quiet, even if it's just one step. Because that's how every dream starts, right? With one big, monumental, beautiful, imperfect step. Just start. All right, fam. If this hits you, please drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going, or share it with somebody you know might need it. And if you haven't subscribed, you can do that below too. I'm not going to press you for that. I'm just going to tell you that if you enjoy the content and you like what you hear and you want to continue getting things like this that help hopefully motivate and inspire you to go out and chase after your own dream and take that first step, then let's connect. Also, there's some links down below. I do have some affiliate links down there with kickbacks that help me keep the channel going and run ads and things like that. There's also a link to my official store that's got some dope shirts, drum kits for producers, digital albums, things like that you can check out too. No pressure to do anything at all. Just, if you get a chance, click on it and take a look. There's some cool stuff up there I think you might like. But until next time, just go out there, continue creating, continue putting your voice into the world because it so desperately needs it. And I'm wishing you and your family all the best. Until the next time, I'm out.